Hey, everybody. I wanted to take a couple of minutes to kind of explain your assignment. You know that I talked about in the previous video how you would have a test over law, ethics, and professionalism all together. The reason why I choose to do that is because we must understand the laws in our federal, state, and local laws, and the ethical values of the place where we work, the ethical values under our our practice in healthcare, whether it be the Board of Medicine, the Board of Pharmacy, the Board of Nursing, whatever governing body there is that determines how we're supposed to behave ethically, then we need to understand that so that we can be professional. So let me scroll down here just a little bit and we will discuss what your assignment is. So each student must research 2 unethical behaviors or unlawful acts performed by a medical professional or a healthcare facility. It has to have happened in the last 2 years, so it's sort of a current event. Then you're going to open a Google Doc and you're going to summarize. That is not cutting and pasting. You're going to summarize the article that you read so that I know what you read, what happened, and why, and how unethical or unlawful that behavior was. Excuse me. And then you're going to, underneath your summary for each paragraph, this isn't going to be so much like a paper as following the steps of the process. So after you read your first article, then you're going to format that. You can format it in MLA or APA format, but you're going to put the format, you're going to cite that article under there because you use someone else's information. You're going to read a second article. They cannot be the same thing. They have to be 2 different kind of ethical or unlawful behaviors. And believe me, you will not come on. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Any shortcomings with as far as unethical or unlawful behavior. It could be reasons that doctors got their license revoked. It could be reasons nurses got their license revoked. It could be laws that they broke. Anywhere in Northeast Texas. So basically Dallas or Fort Worth up to the border of Oklahoma. Anywhere in that little square area that you can find unethical or unlawful behavior by a medical professional or by a healthcare facility. So it could be a home health agency, a hospital, a hospice company, anything like that. Then using a Google Doc, you're going to summarize that. Like I said, you're going to summarize it. Then you're going to format it. Then you're going to go and look for the ethical or law or legal code. So say a nurse administered medication knowingly to a patient that was going to kill them. Once again, I'm so sorry. And that particular patient died. So the nurse, under the Nurse Practice Act, you would Google Nurse Nursing Ethics, and it will bring you up a list from the Nurse Practice Act. One of the things that as a nurse I took a vow to do or took an oath to do is not to ensure that I do not intentionally cause harm to others, and that I practice in a unimpaired state, so that I'm not mentally impaired or I'm not physically impaired to where I can't do my job, or I'm not impaired by some kind of substance. So you're gonna look for that ethical violation, and you're gonna put that underneath that first one. If it's a doctor, look under the doctor's code, Texas Medical Board Code of Ethics, and it will give you a list of their code of ethics. Now, if someone died, I have also broken the law, and I could that nurse could be potentially go to jail for homicide. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. So it could be some kind of homicide. So then you would have to go look under the Texas Penal Code for maybe if they hit someone with their car, vehicular homicide, or if someone gave medication that killed someone, it could be manslaughter or something like that. So you would go look and see what that is, and you need to document that. You need to put that in there as well. Then You need to under the final thing that you do is that you think about these violations and figure out ways that they could not have happened, or how could there have been fail safes to prevent those things from happening. So maybe I gave medication to a kiddo that caused some kind of irreparable damage. Maybe they were paralyzed, or they had a stroke, or they did unfortunately die. How could that have been prevented? Maybe that if more than one person checked off the medication at where it's collected from, a Pyxis, or however they get their medicine from the pharmacy, and then it was checked off at the bedside as well, that may have prevented me from giving the wrong medication. So that would be a way to think through and put that on there. And you're going to have to think kind of critically about that. You're going to have to really think about how that could have been prevented. So that would be the last part of that, and you would do that for each one. And then once you've done that assignment, you're going to actually attach and turn it in on this assignment. Once again, whether it's myself or the in-class proctor grading, it's easy for us to keep up with that it's turned in on time. If you forget to turn it in, we can shoot you a quick email to remind you. So be sure you're checking your school email too. I know that I emailed quite a few students today, which is Monday, Labor Day. I emailed quite a few of you letting you know that there was no assignment attached, or that the assignments were missing, and to please attach them. So be sure you're doing that. Now I want to go back and find the rubric for this so that you can see what the rubric looks like. Maybe my internet's running kind of slow today, guys. I'm sorry. My home internet's pretty slow. But the rubric will tell you what I'm expecting, and there we go. The rubric will tell you what I'm expecting and what should be on your form. So let me scroll down here and look for the rubric. Or just search it. How about that? Well, it may be frozen. Okay. Like I said, I do apologize. It's running real slow. When I work from school, it's really fast. But here at home, I happen to live on a street that does not have high-speed fiber optics. Okay, so here's your law and ethics rubric opening up. And basically, you'll get 80 points if you answered all 4 of those questions, which is completely answering them, putting all the information in there. You get 15 points if you do MLA or APA with no errors. And then if there's no spelling or grammar check issues, then you get 5 points. So as long as you research your 2, you do your APA and MLA format, you tell me how they could have been prevented, you summarize it, not copying, and this is an easy 100. So there's your rubric. Be sure you guys are utilizing this, and that you just go through and complete it, and then attach it to this assignment once it's done. If you have questions or problems, be sure you email me or send me a message on Google Classroom so that I can help you with whatever issue you're having. All right, everybody have a good week, and I know everybody's glad it's a 4-day week, so everybody have a good week, and I'll see you soon.